What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jun K. Lee, and I am a struggling entrepreneur and a agency owner like maybe many of you. And I talk about a lot of different SaaS tools that I use at my agency. I'm very passionate about SaaS tools, and I think it's an integral part of any online business. Speaking of integral, today I want to talk about proposals. And of course, proposals, there are many different SaaS tools out there that you can utilize. You can go the old-fashioned route and do pen and paper. I don't think anyone does pen and paper, but you can do PDFs, custom built PDFs, but obviously the purpose of a SaaS tool is to make your life easier, and proposals, I think they suck. So I want to use the best proposal tool out there, and I've tried many. I've tried a lot of them. I've also tried, custom built PDFs, and out of all the ones that I've used so far, the one I come back to, the one I rely on, the one I close 6-7 figure deals on is BetterProposals. That's the one. With BetterProposals, you have better proposals. It's a great name, stands out. It does what it does, and today I want to talk about it. I'm going to give a quick run through. I wanted to give a quick review and show you what it looks like, how you can utilize it, and why you should use BetterProposals to stand out from the crowd. And again, every time I talk about a SaaS tool, I want to say it's not one size fits all. You might find other tools, other proposal tools that might fit better. You might prefer custom build PDFs because you have total control over them. So to each his own. And to me, the best proposal tool out there is BetterProposals. And you might feel the same way. And so check out the rest of my video. I'm going to run through the platform. All right, let's check it out. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go check out the BetterProposals website. So I am on betterproposals.io, and the very first text that you see, the copy on their website in the hero, is close more deals, get paid faster. I love it. It's true. And if you have any experience in an agency business or any other provider or service provider business, closing deals is obviously very important. And proposals, RFPs, RFQs, it's a part of the game, and there's no way around it. So as much as I hate proposals, hopefully this will make your life easier. So I'm not going to go through the website because we're going to see most of it in the dashboard. So let me go and log in. I'm actively using this, of course. So I will be blurring out some things because they're actual real leads, real companies. All right, so I'm logging in to my live dashboard. I actually use this. So this is what the dashboard looks like. You're going to see a few things blurred out. That would be client names, lead names, because obviously we don't want to, or I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, because some of these people we haven't signed anything with. Okay, so on the dashboard, you get a bird's eye view of what is going on. You'll see here January this year, February, there wasn't much going on. It's because I was in another tool. And in the middle, so January and the end of last year, like I said, I went back to custom build proposals in PDFs because we had some big projects, a lot of scope, a lot of details. I had more control over it. Now, because we're sending out maybe, I don't know, between 10 and 20 proposals per week, I can't afford to do and spend the time and resources needed for custom built proposals or PDFs. So I've came back, and BetterProposals I was in before. So what we're looking at right now in BetterProposals is their quote-unquote version 2. Obviously better, or not obviously, not always, but version 2 is better than version 1. There was a little bit of a slowdown in between, but version 1 was good still, and I remember it was good. I moved in. About a week after I moved in, they upgraded to version 2, and I'm very happy about it. Anyway, what you see here, we have purple is sent, pink is approved. You'll see in May and June, we sent a ton of proposals, but nothing approved here. It's because, and I'll go over it in a second, but they have a sign-off on the proposal, right? So the lead gets to sign off, and you'll see what that looks like. But not all of the leads seem to do that, and then we go straight into contract signing. So that is why. And then you see the recent documents. In this case, documents would be proposals. And you'll see the outstanding, the accepted documents, which would mean they signed off on that proposal. Okay, so I'm going to open up the menu. We're going to go into documents. So we have all documents, create new documents. Which is a proposal. They recently changed that. They have templates, which is very helpful. It's why we came back here. We have reports, some better insight into what you're doing, and settings. So before we go into proposals, let me show you the type of settings you can use. Obviously, you can add in users and team members. There is the there's the admin with the different products and services. Proposal AI. So everyone likes to use the word AI, but I'm sure there is some sort of algorithm behind there. But it does look through your proposal and give you some tips. Some of them helpful, I think. Document types, custom merge tags. Some merge tags would be like dynamic placeholders, and we'll see what that means. Email whitelisting. Then we have the account, basic account details, and paying for your invoices and the billing. Branding, very great. I always look for this. For me, as an agency, I like everything to be custom branded. And so when I send this proposal, the recipient or the lead does not know that I'm using BetterProposals, because I have a custom domain or CNAME for the proposal links. I have my branding all over it. There's no mention of BetterProposals in it. And I can add, my logos, my email, my custom emails. For example, we send it out from my email. The other thing is, if you don't care what the recipient thinks, or you don't care about the mention of BetterProposals, I like what they did here, because some people do not care. And BetterProposals get, free promotions because people find out that, oh, this guy's using this proposal, looks great, and he used it or he built it using BetterProposals. What BetterProposals allows is they give you a referral fee, and it's not small. It says they give you 100% of the first month's payment of whoever your referral is, right? So that's really cool. Anyway, from your fonts, the thank you emails, the text that goes in it, custom domain, and the possibility of downloading as PDF, and integrations. So you can integrate with your CRM. You can integrate live chat into the proposal, which I don't like to do. Project management tools, payment methods directly with the proposal. However, for me, we after the proposal, we send out a contract, and then we send out the invoice. Anyway, more and more things here as well. I'm gonna zoom through now what the builder looks like. So what we'll do is we'll create a new document, and we'll create it for a new contact. Company name, I will call it Pizza Joe's. And here you have the templates. We have a bunch of different templates, although it's not cleaned up. I'm not going to use a template. We're going to build it from scratch. And here you saw we have documents, right? So what they've added or changed is, before, instead of just proposals, maybe they had other ones, but just proposals. Now we can do quotes, brochures, statements of work, contracts, and sign-offs. So I'm going to be honest, I didn't know they had a contract section here. So I will take a look at that. Although for us, we do contracts and then we send it out through DocuSign. So maybe I can save some money on subscriptions and use BetterProposals. Anyway, today I'm only looking at proposals. Currencies. Also, if you're a digital marketing agency, you're working with clients from potentially all over the world who might not work in USD, and so you can select a specific currency. If you're adding VAT or any other taxes, you can select that here as well. Afterwards, I need a template, and I will click start from scratch. I haven't started from scratch in a while. All right, so we have start from scratch. I'm gonna use a template, but what you can do is, if you do start from scratch, you can add in a background, although this is a little messy. Your logo. These are the dynamic placeholders, or the merge tags. So I will show you again in a quick second, and you can add in the buttons. You can add in dates and time and stuff like that. After the cover page, now this is what the builder looks like. So there's not much here. I can show you what our one of our templates look like, but basically on the left hand side you have the table of contents. You can pull from a library being templates and template blocks from your own quote-unquote arsenal. So let's create a blank section first, and I will call it hello. And you saw there, you can save it into the content library. And we can add in more pages. And I'll call this your services. I'll call it your campaign. And the last page, I will call it pricing. Or your fees. No, let's call it pricing. All right, so we have a basic structure of a proposal. I have the first. I will call it hello. Now, what we can do in the we'll call this like the header or the hero. Now it's integrated with Unsplash, Pexels, you can upload, and YouTube and Vimeo. What you saw earlier in the settings with the branding part, I've set our brand colors in that settings panel, so that for every proposal that I create, I already have our set brand colors, you know, at the tip of my hand, tip of my finger. I don't know the phrase, but it's right there. So let's say I make it dark blue. I can apply it to all with the same color. Maybe I want to add in an image in the background. I can search for it directly in BetterProposals. So I picked this one. It's very nice. You can select the trim of the block. So I like to use double arrow. It's just cool. And they have a new feature here, animation. Add a subtle yet classy look by fading the content. This is something that I'm really happy about. Before I think they only had one single layout, and it was they say normal width, but it was too narrow for me. So they have full width or wide width mode, and then they have columns, right? Double columns. I'm gonna go with wide width, and so that's what this is what it looks like. Now with the plus sign, just like a basic website builder, you can start adding in blocks and stuff. So maybe I have an intro video or I film a video, I can add that in, or I can just sync it with or plug in YouTube. I'm gonna add in a content block, and hello again, and I'm gonna do these last changes. So background, I don't want color, but maybe I can add a little bit of flair in the background, tiles, and again, I'll go with the double arrow. And because my background is white, I want the background to be dark gray, and add that animation. Keep it full width mode. There we go. So I'll write stuff out here as well, right? I would write intro, blah, blah, blah. My campaign, I'd break down the services I'm providing, what the KPIs may be, what the deliverables are, with the full scope of work here. And with the pricing, I just want to show you what you can do with the pricing. Again, if I click this block, there is the content library. So this is where you would save certain block templates. This is the pricing block. So here, let's add a section title. Maybe we have PPC here, and I'll add a line item. We should add a new item called ads setup, and I charge this as a one-off. I'll add this item, and I'll give it a price, maybe $500. And this is setting up your ads, right? So it's very simple to set up a quote too. Anyway, with the pricing, you would add that into a proposal. And again, within the block, we can break it up by another section title. Maybe we're doing SEO as well, and so on and so forth, right? And within here, you saw I added a one-off payment, but maybe we're doing PPC management every month for a 6-month term. Then you would do that monthly. I've had some clients pay annual. It's a very good day when they do. So they have annual as well. You can show the quantities, allow your clients to set the quantities, right? Maybe you have some great custom package plans, quantity limits. You can make it optional, make it a choice, add a discount. So you can pretty much set your full services listing with prices, save that pricing section as a template, and just reuse it every time. and it just saves hours and hours of work versus customized proposals for every single lead. Now, about the custom or the dynamic placeholders. So if I'm playing with dynamic placeholders, excuse me, what that means is, let's say I want to address the POC or the point of contact that I am referring to for the lead. I would do double curly brackets, and I'll open up a menu here, navigation or drop down, and you'll see, the company name. What we put in for the template was Pizza Joe's. First name, surname, etc. Blah 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 blah. So I put in the first name, but I didn't add one for this sample's sake. But if I hello first name from double brackets, company name, it would show up. And so when you save this as a template block or a proposal template, you'll never have to go back in and find all the places where you mention company A, first name, their email, their industry, etc. Because the next time you open this proposal template, if you save it as a template, it'll load the same way. It's not gonna load Pizza Joe's. It's gonna load curly bracket, company underscore name, curly bracket, right? And that will be replaced in the live version of the proposal with the leads or the prospect's company name. Afterwards, you can save and exit. Oh, sorry. There's one more thing I wanted to show. Let's say down here, we're going to add another block, the digital signature. So you saw mine where not all my leads or prospects signed off, even though we didn't close them. But I do leave this here. But the reason why it's not a big deal for us is because none of the legal contract clauses or all that legal speak is in this proposal. That is all in our contract. And, the schedule, the scope of work, that is added into the contract, finalized, and then signed off. So this part doesn't hold too much weight for me, but it might be different for you. Your process might be simpler. Maybe you have a productized service, and this is just the generic, listing of prices and so on. So it depends. It's by person. Anyway, going next. This is that proposal AI. The AI. Skynet has now looked through my proposal and letting me know if it's good. I have 3 pages. It's very good. I don't have a live chat, so they called it moderate, and I have a digital signature. Anyway, it's okay. It's fun. Okay, then I can send it. When I send it, you'll see my email or my company email here. This is because I've already set it up in the settings, and then I can send it to the people I need to send it to. They can sign it in order, just like DocuSign if you've used it. You can add additional recipients, and if some of them are just supposed to be CC'd, you can turn off the requirement to sign, and you can fix, what the emails are. I love your pizza. And this is what it would look like. You can edit these things in another place. Password protection. You can protect your proposals with a password if need be. For me, I don't find it too much of a necessity, and I have to save money on expenses because if you want to utilize this feature, you have to upgrade to Enterprise, and Enterprise is a little too expensive for my taste. No, I don't really need it. So, and then we send now. Anyway, I'm going to save and exit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what a proposal might look like. So let me see what I can do. I will create a new proposal, and I will pull from, I will go to templates, and I will open a template, a full proposal template. A lot of these are going to be blurred. Let me just find something recent that I can use. Alright, so I'm going to show the preview of the proposal, not the actual live builder, so we can see what it looks like. So when the client or the prospect opens up the proposal, they will see what we did earlier, like a menu, hero. Of course, they'll see the cover first. In this case, we don't see the cover right now. And the way I've broken up my proposal, for me, we work mainly with companies trying to enter the Korean market. So we have an introduction, we have some marketing processes, core service offerings, our processes and how we work, who we are, and things like that. Then the campaign, so the stuff that we'll build or do, the deliverables and things like that. your investment, the pricing, and all that. Again, this might be blurred out. I'm not sure yet. My editors will figure that out. And also the next steps. So we have the signing here, right? And so on. So this one is, I think, around 3 months old. This template itself. Not happy with it, but it's still. So here's the thing. I might not be happy with it, but it's still better than what my competitors have been sending. Not that I know, but because we're closing a lot more than some of our competitors are, I'm assuming our proposals look a lot better. And compared to myself, so our proposals when we first started, it's just a ton better for sure. With the builder, there's just a lot more that we can do. All right, so that's a quick breakdown of BetterProposals. Of course, there's a few more things here that you can look into. So that was my quick rundown through BetterProposals. As you saw, the builder is very easy to do. With version 2 that BetterProposals came out with, I think earlier this year, everything's a lot easier. It always was easier. It always was relatively easy compared to, you know, designing an entire thing out yourself. But what really stands out is, to me, the UI UX from the, of course, for me too, but from the prospect's point of view or the lead's point of view, when they open up that email from your branded email and they click the button and leads them to the live proposal, which is on your brand domain, so whatever, proposals.yourbrand.com, and they go through a cover page, they click it, they get to the next. It's not interactive, but there's a table of contents on the side with live buttons, right? You can click it, get to the specific section you want. Pricing is there. There's options within there where they can click how many packages or quantities of the service they want. They can sign off with a digital signature. And the more creative you are with it, you saw my old template. It's not that creative, but the more creative you are with it, there's a lot you can do. You can add in intro videos. Something we had planned, but my own agency, we didn't have time to get to, is to have a video introduction and explanation for every single service that we provide, right? It's going to take time, but that is something that we can do, and it helps a lot. And video will stand out because, as far as I know, none of our competitors are doing that. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work, but the whole thing about marketing or business is testing out new things and seeing what sticks and improving on that. So that being said, will I stick with BetterProposals forever? No, probably not. There's always other tools coming out, but as of today and as of years ago when I first used it, there's been nothing close to BetterProposals in my opinion. If you disagree or you know of some great tools, please let me know. But I definitely think BetterProposals is worth your time and your money. So go check it out. And like I said earlier in the video, to me, proposals are everything. Of course, there's the retention side of your business and you have to deliver and all of that. But that part doesn't even matter if you can't close the lead, right? And to close the lead, of course, there's a sales call if you do calls. If you don't do calls, there's emails or your landing page and things like that. But the proposal is the big step. It is the deciding factor of the lead or prospect if they want to work with you or not. And so I wouldn't skimp out on any tool that will help improve your sales. And for me, again, BetterProposals have increased the number of closes that we have done. Of course, there's many variables and factors that apply, but if you're just starting out your agency and you need to start working on proposals and you've never done one before, I highly recommend you check out BetterProposals because they also have templates you can go through, and there's just a lot of control you have over it in a easy to use and pretty UI builder. So if you like my review, you like my walkthrough, let me know. If you don't like it, you don't like my face, please let me know. And if there's any other tools out there, proposal tools or anything that will help people grow their business, their online business, please let me know. Like I said in the beginning and on all of my videos, I am a struggling entrepreneur just trying to make it and live a good life. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the flip side. Watch this video or watch this video. Thank you.